Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Like no matter how much you sleep, you still wake up feeling drained? Maybe the day starts fine, but by mid-morning, you're already reaching for that second cup of coffee or thinking about a nap. And it's not just physical tiredness, it's that bone, deep fatigue, like your body's running on low battery all the time. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. After 70, many people find themselves asking, "Why do I feel so tired all the time?" Here's the truth. Aging brings natural changes to our bodies, but that doesn't mean you have to spend your golden years in a fog of exhaustion. Feeling tired all the time isn't just part of getting older. It's a sign your body needs something it's not getting. And the good news, most of the time, it can be fixed naturally. In this video, we're going to walk through 6 simple, proven ways to regain your energy without pills, fancy supplements, or drastic changes. Just real, practical steps you can start today to feel more awake, more alive, and more like you again. Because life after 70 should still feel vibrant, let's start with the first key to unlocking your energy again, something so basic it often gets overlooked: how you breathe. You see, most people don't think twice about their breathing. It just happens, right? But over time, especially with age, stress, or health issues, our breathing patterns can shift from full and deep to short and shallow. And shallow breathing reduces the amount of oxygen flowing through your body. Less oxygen means less energy. When you breathe high in your chest instead of low in your belly, your body is basically getting shortchanged on fuel. Your brain, your muscles, even your heart, all of them thrive on oxygen. Without it, they slow down and you feel sluggish. Think about how you breathe right now. Are your shoulders moving up and down? That's a sign you're breathing shallowly. What you want is your belly to rise and fall instead. Try this right now with me. Sit up straight. Relax your shoulders. Now place one hand on your belly and one on your chest. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly expand, not your chest. Exhale through your mouth. Feel that? That's diaphragmatic breathing. That's your body filling up with the fuel it needs. Doing this just a few minutes a day, especially first thing in the morning or before bed, can make a big difference. Over time, this deeper breathing helps reduce stress, improve sleep, and yes, boost your energy levels. And the best part, it's free, simple, and always available to you. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: the way you move or don't move throughout the day. It's tempting, especially when you're feeling tired, to sit more. You think, "I'll rest and feel better." But here's the catch: resting too much can actually make you more tired. It sounds backwards, but it's true. Our muscles and joints were made to move. When you stay in one position for too long, whether it's sitting on the couch or lying in bed, your circulation slows down. Blood doesn't flow as easily, nutrients don't get delivered as well, and your body starts to feel stiff and heavy. It's like a car that hasn't been started in a while. It just doesn't run the same. But you don't need to go for a jog or lift weights to get moving. Even gentle movements can wake up your body and recharge your energy. Start with something as small as standing up every hour, stretching your arms overhead, or walking around the house for 5 minutes. If your joints allow it, try marching in place while brushing your teeth, or stretch your legs while watching TV. Another great tip: morning movement. When you wake up, instead of heading straight to your coffee cup, try a quick morning stretch. Reach for the ceiling, bend forward and touch your toes. Rotate your shoulders, your neck, your hips. These small acts send a signal to your body: it's time to wake up. Let's get going. And here's something beautiful about movement. It also helps improve sleep. When your body is active during the day, it's more ready to rest at night. That means better sleep, which means more energy tomorrow. It all connects. So, we've covered breathing and movement. Now let's look at something that plays a massive role in how much energy you feel, but gets overlooked far too often: hydration. Water might not seem exciting, it's not sweet like juice or comforting like tea, but it's essential, especially as we age. After 70, the body's ability to recognize thirst starts to fade. That means many older adults walk around mildly dehydrated and don't even realize it. And one of the biggest symptoms of dehydration, fatigue. Think of water like oil in a machine. Without enough of it, things start to grind. Your muscles ache, your joints feel stiff, and your brain just doesn't fire the same way. You might feel dizzy when you stand up or find yourself dragging through the day. All because your body is quietly asking for water. So how do you fix it? Start simple. Keep a glass of water next to your bed and drink it first thing when you wake up. Add another glass with each meal. If you don't like plain water, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a splash of 100% fruit juice for flavor. And here's a little secret: foods count too. Water, rich fruits and vegetables like watermelon, oranges, cucumbers, and tomatoes can also help hydrate you naturally. Soups and broths are another great option, especially if cold water doesn't appeal to you. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Make drinking water a habit, like brushing your teeth. A well-hydrated body is a well-functioning body, and that means more energy for doing what you love. Now that we've looked at how your breath, your movement, and your hydration can lift that heavy feeling of tiredness, let's talk about another sneaky reason you might be feeling worn out. And it's one that many people don't realize is draining them daily. I'm talking about blood sugar ups and downs. You don't have to be diabetic to feel the effects of unstable blood sugar. In fact, even small spikes and crashes can leave you feeling exhausted, foggy, or moody. And this gets even more noticeable after 70. Think about this. You start your morning with toast and jam, maybe a banana, or even a bowl of cereal. It feels light, easy, and gives you a quick burst of energy, but then, an hour or two later, that burst crashes. Suddenly, you feel shaky or sleepy. You wonder why you're so tired again. That's your blood sugar talking. When we eat foods high in sugar or simple carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, or sugary snacks, they digest quickly, flooding your bloodstream with glucose. Your body then rushes to bring it back down, which can leave you crashing hard. And when this happens repeatedly, it not only zaps your energy, but can also affect your mood, memory, and even your sleep. So, what's the fix? It's easier than you think. Start balancing your meals with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Instead of toast with jam, try whole grain toast with peanut butter. Add some eggs or Greek yogurt to your breakfast. Swap out sugary snacks for a handful of nuts, a slice of cheese, or some apple slices with almond butter. You don't have to give up everything you love. Just think about adding balance to each plate. Pair fruit with protein. Combine carbs with fiber. And don't skip meals. Going too long without eating can cause just as much trouble as eating too much sugar. Keeping your blood sugar steady helps your body maintain a more even energy level throughout the day. No more roller coasters, just calm, steady fuel that lasts. And speaking of fuel, let's not forget one of the most overlooked and underestimated reasons older adults feel drained: poor sleep. Now, I know sleep isn't always easy as we get older. Maybe you fall asleep fine, but wake up several times a night. Or maybe your body just doesn't feel rested in the morning, no matter how many hours you're in bed. The truth is, sleep changes with age. Our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that helps us feel sleepy. We're also more sensitive to things like noise, temperature, and even stress. But that doesn't mean good sleep is out of reach. It just means we need to be a little more intentional about how we approach it. Start with your evening routine. Try turning off bright screens, TV, tablets, phones, at least an hour before bed. The blue light from screens tells your brain it's still daytime, which can delay sleep. Instead, do something calming, listen to soft music, read a book, take a warm bath. These small actions send signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Also, keep your bedroom cool and dark. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask. If noise is a problem, try a fan or white noise machine, and make sure your bedding is comfortable and supportive. After all, if you're tossing and turning on a lumpy pillow or stiff mattress, no wonder you're waking up tired. One more tip: watch what you eat and drink in the evening. Caffeine, even in tea or chocolate, can linger in your system. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, but it can actually disrupt your deep sleep later in the night. Try cutting off caffeine by early afternoon and go easy on the wine or nightcaps. When you start sleeping better, you'll be amazed how much more energy you have, not just in your body, but in your mind and mood too. You'll think clearer, feel brighter, and maybe even look younger, simply because your body is finally getting the rest it craves. And that brings us to something deeply connected to both sleep and energy: your emotional well-being. It might sound strange at first, but emotional fatigue is very real. Sometimes we're not just physically tired, we're emotionally worn down. You carry the weight of worries, grief, loneliness, or regrets, and that kind of heaviness can make you feel tired in a way no nap can fix. After 70, life slows down. There's more time to think. Sometimes that quiet brings peace, but other times it brings sadness. You might miss old routines, old friends, or a sense of purpose. That emotional weight builds up and shows up as fatigue, forgetfulness, or even physical aches. So how do you lift that weight? Start by reconnecting with yourself and with others. Maybe it's calling someone you love, even just to say hello. Maybe it's stepping outside for a few minutes of sunlight and fresh air. Maybe it's keeping a journal where you can write your thoughts and release what's on your heart. If you're feeling lonely, know that you're not alone. There are people who care, groups you can join, classes you can take, communities you can be a part of. You're never too old to make a new connection or find joy in a new routine. And every time you do, it adds a spark back into your life, a spark that energizes you in ways you didn't even know you needed. You might be surprised how much more alive you feel when your emotional life is tended to with the same care as your physical one. Because energy isn't just about what's happening in your body, it's about what's happening in your spirit too. Next time you find yourself saying, "Why am I so tired all the time?" pause, breathe deeply, move a little, sip some water, think about what you've eaten, reflect on how you slept, and take a moment to check in with your heart. All of these pieces connect. And as you gently, consistently bring balance to each one, you may begin to notice something incredible happening. You'll wake up feeling a bit more rested, you'll go through your day with a bit more strength, and little by little that constant tiredness will start to fade. Let's take a moment to shift our focus to something that people rarely connect to their energy levels, but it plays a powerful role: nature. Being outside, even for just a short time each day, can have a profound effect on your vitality, your mood, and even how well you sleep at night. And the best part, it doesn't cost a thing. Think back to when you were younger. You probably spent more time outdoors walking, gardening, chatting on the porch, or just soaking up the sun. But now, It's easy to slip into days spent mostly indoors. And while cozy chairs and warm blankets are wonderful, staying inside too long can quietly chip away at your energy. Sunlight, in particular, is essential. It helps regulate your internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. That's the natural cycle that tells your body when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy. When you get regular exposure to sunlight, especially in the morning, it helps your body produce melatonin at the right time later in the evening, which leads to deeper, more refreshing sleep. So if you're feeling sluggish, try this tomorrow morning. Step outside. Even if it's just on your porch or by a window with the sun pouring in. Let your skin and your eyes feel the light. Breathe in the fresh air. If you can, take a short walk around the block or your garden. Let nature nudge you back into rhythm. And if walking's a challenge, just sitting outside can still work wonders. Watch the birds, feel the breeze, listen to the trees rustle. These simple, quiet moments help ground your mind, clear your thoughts, and lift that heavy fatigue that often builds up when life feels repetitive or dull. Now let's talk about something deeply personal, something that's different for everyone, but that often holds the key to restoring energy in a way no food or exercise ever could. That something is purpose. After retirement, after the kids are grown, after decades of routines and responsibilities, many people find themselves asking, now what? The answer to that question can have a big impact on how you feel each day. Because without a sense of purpose, without something meaningful to get up for life, can start to feel like it's just passing by. And when your heart loses that sense of excitement or direction, your energy follows. But here's the thing, your purpose doesn't have to be grand or complicated. It doesn't need to impress anyone, it just needs to matter to you. Maybe it's taking care of a garden, or writing down your life stories. Maybe it's calling your grandchildren every week, volunteering at the local library, teaching someone how to cook your favorite recipe, or simply being the smiling face your neighbor sees every morning. Purpose comes from doing something that makes you feel useful, connected, or fulfilled. When you find it, or rediscover it, you wake up with a reason to move, to speak, to show up. And that alone can breathe energy back into your soul. You see, the tiredness we feel after 70 isn't just from age. It's from disconnection, from our bodies, our routines, our joy, and sometimes from ourselves. But when we start to reconnect, step by step, breath by breath, something amazing happens. Life starts to feel lighter again, and so do we. So let's gently revisit what we've uncovered together. We talked about the power of your breath, how deep, mindful breathing fuels your body with oxygen and peace. We explored the gift of movement, even small, gentle actions that wake your muscles and improve circulation. We reminded ourselves to stay hydrated, to nourish ourselves with the water they depend on to stay alive and alert. We uncovered the hidden roller coaster of blood sugar and how a few simple food swaps can make your energy steady and strong. We acknowledged the role of sleep, not as a luxury, but as a cornerstone of wellness, one you can support with simple nighttime routines. We touched on emotional well-being and how the heart sometimes needs as much attention as the body. And finally, we honored the quiet power of nature and purpose. These are the soul-level energy sources, the ones that help you feel alive again, not just awake. Now, let me tell you something important, maybe the most important thing of all. It is never too late to feel better. You are not too old to have energy. You are not too far gone to change a habit. You are not just getting old. You are growing, evolving, and still very much capable of feeling joy, strength, and vitality. Every small change matters. Drinking that glass of water, taking that deep breath, stepping outside, calling that friend, saying yes to one small thing today that connects you to life again, You deserve to feel good. Not just okay, good. You deserve mornings that feel like fresh starts, days that feel fulfilling, evenings that feel calm and comforting. You deserve the energy to do what you love and the clarity to enjoy it fully. So if you've been wondering why you feel tired all the time, let today be the day you stop blaming yourself and start gently exploring what your body and heart really need. And if something in this video helped you, even just a little, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's something you're going to try this week, or what's helped you regain your energy in the past? Share your wisdom because it might help someone else too. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more warm, real conversations about living fully after 60. We're building a beautiful community here, and you are a vital part of it. Here's to waking up with hope, to finding new ways to move, breathe, and connect. And here's to living your best, most energized life. At any age, you've still got so much life left to live. Let's make it count together.